So as per the question of site equations, so here the question begins. As per the question, it has been said that what about the acceleration? So in this case, the question that is said is that we know that in VT graph V2 minus V1 divided by T2 minus T1, that is the interval of a change in rate of velocity with respect to time, as we know that it's acceleration. So it has been said that v2 minus v1 divided by t2 minus t1 is acceleration. Then say about what is the acceleration if a line is drawn from origin 0 comma 0 coordinate in vt graph to a certain point vy comma tx. This is also a coordinate, and the angle between the line drawn and the time axis is nothing but 60 degrees. Then what is the slope acceleration of the graph from? So it's a SciTech discussion part 1. So now we will discuss about the SciTech discuss part 1, that is the discussion of science to techno. So let's start with our SciTech creations scientific discussions. Let's start. Well, so let's start part by part and let's understand the question. What is being said? So we know that graph. What's about a graph? Let's start about it. What we know anything about a graph? So even if a graph, it consists of two lines which intersects each other at 90 degrees. So that's a line, and it's another line, and these two lines intersect each other at 90 degrees. Well, please remember these words, because this will this will actually make up your answers very minutely, as because these are the tricky questions. So I will just make the graph. Well, so let's understand it, the whole thing. So this is actually two lines intersect each other at 90 degree, and these are divided into four parts that we generally call quadrants in Cartesian geometry. It's actually Cartesian plane. So it's first quadrant, it's second quadrant, and this one is the third quadrant. Please look my pointer so that it would be very helpful for you, which is I am pointing. So look over here. This is second quadrant, it's third quadrant, it's fourth quadrant, and it's the first quadrant. Well, everyone you would know that this one is the positive part, it's the origin. Here is the same thing mirrored about mirroring. So the positive is being mirrored in this opposite to this side, so it's nothing but negative. And this one, the vertical one, that is the y-axis, and we call it positive axis, and this one is the negative one, that is same to same opposite to this one. As I have drawn in bare hand, so it might be a little jerks over here, but let's try to understand the concepts according to this graph which I have made. Well, it's little not too very difficult to understand, it's clearly shown. So now let's focus to our question. Now in this case, actually the thing is that we know that this is time prime, this is x, this is x prime, x prime means it's duplicated, it is y, it's y prime, and this is x, so it's t prime, and I am writing here t, that is time. and I'm probably writing it second or any kind of unit we can use. And here it's velocity, as because we are using we are using vt graph. This is y prime v prime and this is y v. So now see how these things have happened, how it changed. The graph totally looks into another thing. So now let's jump to the question. What is being said is that, then say everyone, what is the acceleration if a line is drawn from origin 0 comma 0? First focus on this part, the line from 0 comma 0, that means the origin. Now I can move to any part from origin, whether in this part, in this part, uh, wait, in this part, in this part, in this part, even in a lie to the time axis, even on y-axis, even on any kinds of ray can be sorry, line can be extended from this origin point. So there is another condition given in the question, is that from 0 comma 0 coordinate in vt graph to a certain point vy comma tx coordinate and the angle between the line drawn. So now first focus on which to which the line we must draw. So it is being said that from vy and tx is the max point of this line, is a max point. That means the maximum point or the coordinate from 0 comma 0, that is the origin, to which point it will maximum go, to which point it must maximum go. I am starting from home and traveled 5 kilometers. That means if I start from home and saying is that at that time my home is nothing but a 0 point and I have traveled 5 kilometers, that doesn't mean the point is 5 kilometers. That actually means that the point is the line that is describing us a 5 kilometer. So let's start about it and let's discuss about it, what is the actual trick hidden there. So now the thing is that from 0 comma 0 point I will travel such a distance that it must be 60 degree to my time axis and the end point is vy comma tx. So what is my objective, what are my objectives? Let's write. So the two objectives for me to solve this problem are: objectives number 1, putting final point, and second one is 60 degree to my time axis. So if I draw now, what is my final point given in the question? The final point given in my question is vy comma tx. So let this point be vy, yv or vy. It is said because v is the velocity and to which axis it is y-axis. Okay, and any point on it I can say it is tx because it's a time axis. So I am writing here, it is nothing but this point is from this to this, the distance is nothing but time on x-axis. Understand very carefully, this point doesn't mean that this point is tx. No, from 0, from 0 to this point, the whole value is nothing but a single integral value. That means integral means any value of integer, that means 1 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3. So we know that this is positive 1, so the integral value will be always positive. Okay, so let's visualize every problems in your mind. You are able to solve any kind of physical, chemical, any kind of problems of science. So let's start. So here it's a point which is describing its length from this to this. If I consider a line like this and I am saying it 0 and I am not saying it 5, that doesn't mean that this point is 5. It means that from this point to this point, the length of a segment, if I erase it, if I erase it and again try to draw, then this point that is from A to B, the magnitude is nothing but 5 units, is nothing but 5 units, and unit can be centimeter, meter, or anything. So if I again say, if a line, this one is 10 and this one is 20, then it doesn't mean that this point is 20. It means that if I consider this as a point 0, then from this point to this point the length is 10, and from this point to this point it is 20. And if this is 10 and this is 20, then I am considering at A and B, then the total length of this line is nothing but B minus A, that is 20 minus 10, or I can simply write B minus A, and the answer will be nothing but 10. So 10 unit is the length of this line, not 20 units. So this is a tricky one. If I consider from 0 to 5, then I am saying that this point is the line. So it is an invalid it's a misconcept. It's a misconcept. So from 0 to 5 doesn't mean that the point is 5. It means that the length of this line is nothing but 5 units. That we will learn in next video about integration, that how it comes. It's actually a topic of 12th class. So we will learn it in next video. So stay connected to SciTech Revisions group. You will be the boss of science. No problem. So let's solve it. We have you all understood the concept of line and its points? So I am taking, if you understood the concepts of one class, 2 class and 3 class, you are able to solve the problems of 12th class. Just use your brain. So now I have taken just a dotted line and this is a dotted line at this point. At these two lines will cut each other at a point. Obviously if I extend it and extend this one also, then a point will be cut. So what is the coordinate of this point? Now you all say, what is the coordinate of this point? That's obviously not a live class, so you all cannot say. Anyway, you try and mumble in your mind that what could be the time. The time is nothing but t. So the coordinate at which it cuts is nothing but, we must write x-axis at first. That's the rule. So I am using it. We must not against the rule until and unless our provings are correct. Let it be. So this is the axis. This is the point. This is the point that we are considering on a plane. It is a point we are considering on a plane where the abscissa is nothing but time and the coordinate is nothing but velocity. So now you move back to your question. See, there is something written like vy comma tx. See, it is vy comma tx. I have just rotated it. Anyway, you can also write vy comma tx as its coordinate. So no issues. So let it be. Now we got a point. So now we got an initial point and a final point, and it is being said that from 0, 0 a line is made to tx comma vy, or you can also say vy comma tx, like this. As I am drawing it in a bare hand, it might be like this, but it's actually nothing but a straight line. Okay, okay, now it's a totally a straight line. Anyway, so now the main thing comes. Can you visualize one thing? Can you visualize one thing? The thing is nothing. See, if I consider this as a time axis, then this line has an angle. Just think in your mind. If I used to take if I used to take this line and place one stick here, if I am taking two sticks and placing on the same stick one over one, means I am taking one stick and placing another stick on it, and slowly by hinging means pointing, means by pressing one end I am trying to lift up one stick. That means that stick will make an angle with respect to this stick which is at line. So now I can simply say that an angle which is been made between two sticks, an angle which is been made between two sticks. So these two sticks must have coordination and have a value in them, as because we are plotting it in a plane, and plane have axis and axis have points, and which are actually showing coordinate with its certain points. So now I can say that this angle which is been made by the second stick is nothing but 60 degree, is nothing but 60 degree. So and we have done about 80% of our work. We have done about 80% of our work, and the last work that we have to do is to learn. If you learn few concepts, you need to know few concepts, then you can solve this part. Now no coordinates given here, nothing given here, only the angle is given, only angle is given, and the slope is given. That means the slope is making an angle of 60 degree with time respect, with respect to time. Or I can say a line which is been drawn from 0 comma 0 coordinate from to tx comma vy coordinate, and making an angle of 60 degree angle, and making an angle of 60 degree with respect to time, and making an angle of with 60 degree with respect to time. So what is the acceleration here? See, it's pretty tough. Now see me, see my board. If I consider it a 0 point, and if I consider this as, let it be y comma v, don't consider it v or y, watch what you want, you can also consider it v or y. It is actually a v, so I'm considering it as v. Okay, and this to this is nothing but, this point is tx. Well, for your understanding I am making it t. Well, so now recall the later on graphs. Could you recall the before graphs which you have done? Can you say me what is the acceleration of this graph where it's 60 and the time is 10? Can you say me, if it's a velocity time graph, what is the acceleration here? If you know, well. If you don't know, then see. So see here, the velocity is 60. If it's 0, then what we used to say, that the acceleration is nothing but change in velocity, is change in velocity divided by change in time, change in time. That means we can say that the velocity here is 60 minus 0 divided by the time is nothing but 10 minus 0. So what will be the answer? The answer is nothing but 60 by 10, and that is nothing but 6. And you can use unit square. Well, anyway, so now use the same concept. Now to use the same concept you need to know few things. Acceleration in a graph is the slope, and slope is the interval of velocity by interval of time. So this is nothing but this thing, this slanted line which is making an angle with respect to time is nothing but a slope, is nothing but a slope. And this same slope is nothing but acceleration. This same slope is nothing but acceleration. So in a graph is the slope is the interval of velocity, interval of time. So interval of velocity divided by interval of time. Interval, why I'm saying, see, if I am saying the acceleration between, see, it's 50 and it's 60, and at that time it is 5, it is 10. I am using the word interval. This is because I have said that if I am taking a line, now use the concept that I said you earlier, that if a line having a point, then that doesn't mean the point is the length of the line. The interval of that point will say you the length of the line. So here point A, this is point A, this is point B. So what is the length between it? That is 10, because 60 minus 50. If you can see it in a graph, if you can see it in a arithmetic way, then you can see that this whole part, from this whole part is nothing but 60. So this part, what is the value of this part? If it is 50, if it is 60, then if I subtract this part, if I subtract this part from this part, then I will get 60 minus 50, that is 10. Well, you have understood. I think you have all understood very well. Now let's come to the main concept. So slope is interval of velocity by interval of time. So we used to describe v2 minus v1 divided by t2 minus t1. It is nothing. v2 is a point on graph, v1 is a point on graph, t2 is a point on graph, t1 is a point on graph. This is v1, this is v2, this is t1, this is t2, and the interval between it is nothing but v2. v2 is greater, so v2 minus v1 divided by t2 minus t1. That is what we know as acceleration. That we what we know as acceleration. So by this way, actually we are saying the formula is v2 minus v1 divided by t2 minus t1. So now we all reached to the final answer to our problem. So the slope is interval of velocity divided by interval of time, that is perpendicular by base. Now think it very carefully. If I have said that two lines intersect each other at 90 degree, at 90 degree, this is nothing but the intersecting angle is 90 degree, obviously for every graph. So if I place one vertical line perpendicular to it, if I am placing a vertical line perpendicular to it, then it is 90 degree, then it is 90 degree. So now you have to know trigonometry. You have to know trigonometry. In trigonometry, if a triangle is taken, and this one is 90 degree, then this one is obviously called theta, is nothing but theta, and theta is the angle, is a right angle. So if this is theta, then this is perpendicular and this is base. If an angle is 90 degree, I am again repeating, if a two line intersects each other and it's made 90 degree here, then obviously this angle's theta will be this one, not this one, not this one, this one. If I am considering this one as theta, then the perpendicular will be opposite to it. So this angle's opposite is nothing but this one. So I am considering this one as perpendicular and this one as base. So now if I take ratios, if I am taking the ratios, and now you clearly see that this is perpendicular and this point is referring to this point. That is, in graph, this point is referring to this point, and this point is referring to 0, and this is to time. This is 0, this is time, and this is again a point, this is again a point, and again it's a value, again it's a value. So this is perpendicular and this is base. So now think, if I use the formula, then what happens? If I use the formula, then if I used to use a normal formula to find the slope, then it's nothing but v minus 0 divided by this one tx. I am using normal t because I have said you for your easy I am using t, minus 0 equals to a. Okay, so can I say it? This is nothing but perpendicular by base. Can I say it? This is nothing but perpendicular by base. This is the perpendicular and this is the base. So if I divide perpendicular by base, then what comes? C. That is perpendicular by base. Now have you all understood? V A equals to V by T is nothing but perpendicular by base. It's a whole systematic definition that A equals to V by T. A equals to V by T is nothing but perpendicular by base. Now we need one thing to write here. So perpendicular by base, that means dp by db. So if I consider it Vy and if I consider it Tx, then it's nothing but Vy minus 0 by Tx minus 0. So what is coming? Vy, V of y divided by T of x. V of y divided by T of x. So this is written that dp divided by df, db. D is nothing but derivation. We will talk about it in next video, but till now just understand it. It's very easy if you use this formula to relate with this one. So dp by db is nothing but in this case is Vy minus 0 by Tx minus 0. Vy, this is Vy minus 0 divided by Tx minus 0. Why dividing? Because I have said that V by T is nothing but perpendicular by base. We have proved it earlier when we are discussing about the earlier graph. Here this part we are discussing about. So we have proved earlier that V minus 0 divided by T minus 0 is nothing but acceleration, and now we proved that now acceleration is nothing but perpendicular by base, because this point refers to this point and this point is nothing lies in t-axis. So I am considering it perpendicular line dropped from this point which is parallel. Now remember this, I am saying only this one come perpendicular to this one because this y-axis is parallel to this perpendicular line and this x-axis is perpendicular to this. I am not saying that it is same, it is perpendicular. So this is parallel, this is parallel to this line and this line is parallel to this line. Okay, understood? This line parallel to this line, this line parallel to this line. So use scientific words, that means the two horizontal lines are parallel to each other and two vertical lines here are parallel to each other. Now you can see that if I consider the acceleration, don't go to graph. Now just put here the formula, that is v by t. So if I use v by t, then actually or indirectly I am dividing this line by this line, isn't it? So now I am saying we can say this line as perpendicular, so I can say we are dividing perpendicular by base and we are getting the acceleration. So now in general, perpendicular base is nothing but tan theta. Tan theta, it's a trigonometric ratio and we term it tan theta. So let's write about tan tan wait, I need to erase it because you all understood. Well, so let me draw tan theta. So tan theta is nothing but perpendicular by base, and that is we are terming at v by t, and that is we are terming at acceleration. Now you got it. Now I can indirectly say that tan theta is equals to slope and slope is equals to acceleration. Now this is your formula when you will read it in class 12, but you have learned it in class 9. So you have advanced about 3 years. You have advanced for 3 years. So if you learn this graph, you will be the boss of motion. This motion, at least in this class, the motion chapter is like a light as like a means feather which you can feed in your mind, that you are a easyable person who can solve any kind of problem related to this type of sums. This is a very complicated sum, but you know in this case it's a very easy sum when you are going to be in class 12. It will be for you as like as now you are feeling like a feather. So that's actually the objective of our making this SciTech Creations group, to also spread the awareness, also spread teachings, not teachings like a teacher, like a friend. We are discussing this thing. Don't take it so seriously that I am a teacher. No, not that. We are just discussing in ourselves and we are trying to make our nation so developed. So let's see this and stay connected. So tan theta is nothing but acceleration. So in this graph, this is tan theta is 60 degree. So I can say theta is nothing but this angle. I have already said that theta is described in this form. You can also write tan x, as like here I have written here x. If I use theta, if I use x instead of theta, if I use x instead of theta, okay, that's a different thing, but use general values. In general we used to say v as velocity, s as speed, d as distance, not as alpha, beta or gamma. Yes, you can use, but use the general signs. So it is theta. So now put everything here. Now put everything here. So tan 60. So now find the value of tan 60. Tan 60. See, the tan 60 value is nothing but, if a perpendicular is x and per base is y, then x by y is equals to 60, and that is and you need to find this x by y. So tan 60 is nothing but root 3. Well, I will open for you. You can see that sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosec theta, sec theta, cot theta. You can see tan theta value under 60 degree is nothing but root 3. Is nothing but root 3. I learned it, but not to be tensed. You will see that this whole table is like a means like to learn about a Puran in this age. Okay, so you need to hit a, means it's like jumping in a Mariana Trench. So it's not like that. I will also make another video so that you all could learn sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosec theta, sec theta, cot theta in just about 2 minutes. I am assuring you, you can learn just about in 2 minutes. Now, all the thing is up to you how much you practice. I will also share riddle, and that is also called a mnemonic way of teaching. Mnemonic way of teaching. So in this case, we are not teaching, we are all friends. How we could teach each another? But yes, it's our duty to help our friends. We all must be advanced, right? So if you agree me, you can hit a like button in my YouTube channel. So that's obviously I will be for you in future also. So let it, and let's see it. So if I, so these things are all. Now you just need not to memorize this table for now. I am just discussing it, but afterwards, when I will make a video, then you all the members, I am saying you with a guarantee of 100%, you all can uh, learn this table in just in 2 minutes with a use of a riddle, and the riddle is not so big. It's about 3 to 4 lines, 3 to 4 lines. I'm saying 3 to 4 lines, so that's a suspense for you. So like, subscribe, so that this kind of more interesting innovative videos are you can get time to time. So this tan theta's value under 60 degrees is root 3, so I'm crossing it. So the whole journey we have traveled, we have started from 11:49 and now it's 12:15. Now it's 12:15 for me. So we have said a vast thing here. We have discussed a vast thing here, but don't be tensed. Just remember it. Just remember it and think it very casually, but try it in your mind and visualize this thing. This is in your subject, in your syllabus. In this year age, if you try to visualize this type of things, that will be very easy for you to do it in higher classes. So but see, it's a little pretty tough for you to learn trigonometries. All the teacher will say that you have to learn, but don't need to learn. I am here. When I am with you, when SciTech Creations is with you, then nothing is impossible. Just be connected. So we will come up with a video of tan trigonometric ratios, how to learn those tan theta's value, and those on and like this. So that's a far about thing. We will just subscribe us. We will tell you time to time. So tan theta is equals to acceleration, and the acceleration is nothing but root 3. If I consider this as, see if it is meter per second and this is second, then this will be nothing but root 3 meter per second square. Now you can all say that this is a line, how can we represent this root 3? See, all you know, root 3 is under which one? Rational number, and rational number is nothing but real number. So by definition, any real numbers can be plotted on graph. So we don't need to plot this one. Yes, root 3 meter per second square can be an acceleration. Obviously, in competitive exams, you can see option A, root 3 meter per second square. On option B, it's root 2 meter per second square. Also, if there is I am a little pretty tricky question I am again saying you. Let's try to answer yourself. If you know indices, laws of indices. See, we know that root 3 meter per second square. So if I say this is root 3 over half meter per second square, and then root 3 meter per second square, and this one root 2 meter per second square, and the last option is both A and B. So obviously you think, but I am saying you, these both will be the right answer. The both will be the right answer, as because I am saying you this time. This is also a new interesting. If a if root over a is written in like this, then in power form or in indices form, you can write a to the power 1 by 2. You can write a to the power 1 by 2. So I am putting 3 here. I am putting 3. So that means 3 to the power 1 by 2. That means both the options are correct. Both the options are correct. So let it be. We will discuss a new. We will in after in next video. I will, as far as possible, I will make, as soon as possible I will make a video so that you all could learn trigonometric ratios just in 2 minutes with the use of riddle. So in this case, just remember, if any graph is given, like this one, okay, and it is being said like this one, or this one, or like this one, or any kind of graph it is given, just find its perpendicular by base. Just find its perpendicular by base, because in now syllabus, the angle and acceleration will not be in your syllabus, but though site equations is nothing but advanced, and it is friendly for you all. So this nothing, that's a scientific discussion just for today. Okay, we will come up with trigonometric ratios and their learnings in next video. So stay connected, but don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share so that many people could join our science equations group. So now you all say me if this is 0, if this point is nothing but 5, and this is 10, this is meter per second, this is meter per second of wait this is meter per second, and this is second. Then what is the acceleration? Here the acceleration is 0. So find the tan theta. Tan theta is nothing but perpendicular by base. So is there any perpendicular? It's also a tricky question. Is there any perpendicular here? No perpendicular. If i push it, then it will lie at here. That means perpendicular here is 0. That means tan of 0 is nothing but, what is the value of tan 0? Is 0. Tan 0 value is 0. That means tan theta means is nothing but acceleration. So where acceleration is 0, but velocity, see, its velocity is constant. So v equals to k. So I can say v equals to k. So velocity is constant here. Well understood. So in your NCERT books, all, if you are in CBSE, then in your all NCERT books you can find many graphs like this one, but try to solve those graphs with the help of my rule, so as you could understand it very well. See, if this type of graph is given there, then place a perpendicular like this and this. Don't let this line till here. You need to just, if this type of graph is there, then make a base from this to this and drop a perpendicular till which it cuts. And now find the value of this, also find the value of this, divide this by this. Well understood. If this is 10, if this is 5, if this is 0, if this is 5, then what is the value? This is nothing but 10 minus 5. I have said how lines points is point equals to line, and that conception I have said in this video. So go and recheck and hear it. So it's 5 by 5. So it's nothing but acceleration is 1 meter per second square. All right, this is an acceleration with a 1 meter per second square, because here it's 5, here is 5. So Here what is the value of tan theta? Here the value of tan theta is 1. Here the value of tan theta is 1. Okay, so these three graphs are more confusing graphs. Okay, now you can also use to note it down. These three graphs are more confusing graphs. I have already discussed it. This one, okay, these two graphs are more conceptual graphs, which you need to use tan theta, means not only tan theta. Yeah, if you want to use tan theta, then I have said you how to use this. Here tan is 0. Okay, and here for which value, that means you need to draw like this. You need to drop a perpendicular always. A first rule is that if any graph is given, you need to drop a perpendicular and a base along, so that it could, the slope could be a hypotenuse of a triangle. Okay, remember my word. Make such a, if you all play a chess, no, you can, it would be a very easy for you to visualize these things. Okay, if you play chess, because in chess you need to revolve your brain. If you gear up your brain, you can all do these things. So a graph like this, so what you will do, nothing, you drop a perpendicular here and cut it from here. Okay, just do like this. If you are a beginner, just do like this. So now see, this thing is equals to this thing, is also parallel to this thing. This thing is equals to this thing and parallel to this thing. Just drop a perpendicular, to this, so that this is 90 degree to this, and you just take a value of this one only. Take a value of this one only, and you know the value of this one. Now divide. Now what you need to make, you divide x by y. This is the x, this is y, you divide it, you will get acceleration. So this is nothing but tan theta. This is nothing but tan theta. But I haven't said you the question. I have said you that nothing is given, just the angle is given. So you can also do reverse thing, that is tan 60. That means for such a value, tan 60 is root 3. So I'm going to conclusion. Okay, that that the answer, that acceleration is root 3 unit square. Okay, okay, root 3 unit square. Now you can also put here in case of meter, if I use your second, and here is meter. So okay, so now it's a homework for you, not so much, you can all try it. That if an angle is 45, and another I'm saying the angle made by it is 90. Okay, now you all say what will be the acceleration for these two graphs. Okay, so I have said you acceleration is nothing but tan theta. So theta is given, and find the value of tan. Theta is given. Now find the value of tan of this particular value, you can get the acceleration. So I hope you all understood this session very well. So bye bye, stay home, take care, and see you next time, and be connected with us, SciTech Creations.